Hello friends, I'm Smooth, and unfortunately due to Mert's urgent vacation when we were suggested to play this game, you'll have to listen to me for the rest of this video, because you know, I'm the only one who played it, as of right now. Since you're at the beginning of the video, I just wanted to take a brief minute or two just to talk about the game, because although the Insane Run is incredibly stressful, this game is really good. It's kind of hard to follow with the story, but I'll talk about that later. Straight off the bat, the music in this game is fantastic. It's really chilling, it's incredibly heart racing. It makes it really hard to calm down when the music is super oppressive like it is in Outlast 2. A lot of the time you have to pause the game to pause the music just to take a breather, which I did in my Insane Runs quite a few times. Since I spent so much time in the menus, I could really find the time to appreciate the main antagonists of Outlast 2. They all look kinda terrifying in their own separate way. For example, Marta is an absolute bad bitch, and myself and my Twitch chat all agreed that this woman was super cool. She was a little underused in my opinion, but she's still so intimidating when she is around, and her chase music is so good. Speaking of underused, Val is incredibly creepy and uncomfortable to be around when she is in the game, but you see her like 4 times across the whole 3-hour span of a playthrough. 3 instances of that are in a cutscene, and 1 instance is a super slow and boring chase in the mines, where you can just easily outmaneuver her in the water that she's in. And with Nick and Laird, well, they're pricks, we don't talk about them around here. Then finally there's Noth. You hear him talking over the speakers around the village for like an hour straight of the first half of the game, but then you see him twice, like you actually see his physical character twice like the entire game. Both of them are in cutscenes, and in one of them he just kills himself, so it's really underwhelming. I feel like he could have been a lot more oppressive, or at least featured a lot more. Unfortunately, I feel like Outlast 2 suffers from making the chases boring. There's a lot of them in the game, so you can get kind of worn out a bit. The game's antagonists aren't really used a lot, which is fine, but they are replaced in chases by these faceless and often random NPCs that appear throughout the game, but are nowhere near as cool as Marta or Val, or even Noth if he could actually run. Especially in Val's case, is her heretics will chase you a lot more than she will, and they're all faceless and they're not really as scary. There's only one section I can imagine where they are terrifying, and it's in the mine, but other than that there's no face to remember or be scared of, because all the heretics, there's no face. In my opinion, the reason Chris Walker and Eddie Gluskin were so memorable is because whilst they were absolutely disgusting, they were everywhere constantly. Whilst Chris and Eddie were doing all the chasing, you were being chased by a horror icon. Their faces were inseparable from the game, and they were immediately recognisable. The name Eddie Gluskin was enough to strike fear into the hearts of many. No one knows who the fuck Val is. However, I will give it to the heretics. They have a certain recognisable get-up, but they're nowhere near as terrifying as Chris, Eddie, or even Marta. Since they all look the same, it was hard for me to feel scared by them. And you may be saying to yourself, but Smooth, when you were in the mines on your Insane Run, you were shaking with fear. And I won't lie, I was. The mine chases were terrifying, but it's only because of how fast the heretics were, and the fact that I was in the endgame of the insane mode. It wasn't at all because of how they looked. If Marta was in those mines, I would have shit my pants. The point I'm getting at is that the same old faces with the same old screams over and over again, at least for me, makes the chases kinda boring. And it's not just the heretics. Similarly, with the villagers of Temple Gate, yes, whilst they're certainly around, the idea of being chased by 20 different people loses its fear factor very quickly, and for me it was replaced with the feeling of,
oh shit, here we go again.
You compare that to Outlast 1 or Whistleblower, where they had instantly recognisable triggers for each chaser. You knew Chris was tailing you because of his chains and his heavy breathing. You knew Eddie was chasing you because of his singing. In Outlast 2, every 5 minutes you just hear, "Get it!" and you're running through a cornfield again. And the chasers of Temple Gate are even more boring than the heretics. They just look like random, normal people. Come on, Red Barrels, where's the horror in that? Thankfully, the game does get scarier, because you have to go back to school, and you had to go back into the school so many times throughout the game. Whilst I was on my Insane Run, it was more often than not a nice break from the game. On my first playthrough, I think I was eventually so tired of seeing the school halls that I was just rather frustrated than interested in what was going on. And I think I can be honest with myself here. The first hour of the game, with all the school sections in it, could easily be skipped, and you would still be comfortably caught up towards the end of the game when you get to the reveal of Father Loutermilch being the demon that's been chasing you the entire time. The best part is, that's not even the worst part. The worst part is easily chapter 3, when I have to watch Blake raft across a lake, fall off the raft, swim back to the raft, and then raft again down a river for about 15 minutes before we make it to the next chapter. It was especially welcome on my Insane Run though, because it was very relaxing. However, when I was playing it for the first time, I was just praying for it to end, and every time Blake fell off the raft, I would be so excited that the chapter had finished and I'd be back to being chased by faceless and random NPCs. As you can tell, I really enjoyed my experience with Outlast 2. Despite those negatives, this game is really, really good. Take those negatives with a pinch of salt. You might enjoy that more than I did. Whilst the game is much more relaxed than it was a few years ago, since they removed a lot of the chasers from back then, I hugely recommend this game for a first time playthrough. But that's enough reviewing, that's for Mert to do. Time to outlast the shit out of Outlast 2.
Smooth, you supposed to say I'm so done with?
Oh, they know what I mean. I thought you weren't here anyway. Don't you have someplace to be?
Outlast 2's insane run comes in at a whopping 3 hours on average, over 3 times as long as the run for Outlast 1, and I bet any money that you'll hear your heartbeat in your own voice by the time we reach the end of this uphill climb. That's why Holy sent us some of their stuff to try. We received a starter kit from Holy, complete with a few shakers we fought over like hounds. Smooth got the shark, I got the little blue bloke on the bike, and once we dug through that, they followed up with a few extra tubs of some of our favourites. Last video I was hyping up pear, but nowadays I'm all about the acai and hibiscus tea flavour. I'm not normally a tea woman, despite being British, but this is an exception. If you're also interested in setting yourself up with a delicious alternative to energy drinks, I recommend grabbing one of the starter sets so you get a shaker with it. If you don't want to commit to the deluxe starter package, I'd recommend either going for the hydration or energy packs. All the packaging is recyclable and the shakers are great. You can also use them for protein shakes. Again, I highly recommend grabbing a starter kit since they also qualify for free UK shipping. Use the code ISDW Holy 5, I'm so done with Holy 5, for £5 off any first purchase valued at $14.99 or more, which is ideal for the starter kit, or just ISDW Holy, I'm so done with Holy, for 10% off any purchase. Check out the link in the description or visit uk.weareholy.com/I'm so done with gaming for more.
Now let me tell you the confusing story of Blake and Lynn Langerman in Outlast 2 in the shortest possible time I can. Reporting about woman. Helicopter crash. Blake goes looking for wife. Blake find woman with pickaxe. Blake sees light. Blake find wife outside chapel. Blake lose wife to naked people. Blake get licked. Lynn gone. Blake must go find wife. Bright light. Blake hate school. Blake see Death Note. Blake meet Ethan. Blake have headache. Blake take nap. Ethan dead. Blake look for wife. Bright light. Dead birds. Dead girl. Meet Marta. Fall in well with Big Tom. More school. Dead girl again. Blake back. Villagers killing each other. Blake run. Blake pushcart. Blake run again. Blake pushcart. Learn where wife is. Blake go. Blake meet Marta again. Blake pull chain. Blake escape. Blake see mine. Blake have flashback to school. Blake back. Blake fall off bridge. Blake run looking for wife. Syphilis village. Nick and Laird. Blake crucified. Blake free and Blake run. Blake gets licked by phone. Blake come out of closet. Blake captured and buried alive. Blake escape. Blake need rope. Blake get rope. Blake escape again. Nick and Laird have nasty fall. Back in school, run from Squidman. School kitchen, Jess loud. Blake back. Find raft. Use raft. Bright light. Dead fish. Squidman underwater. More rafting. Blake looking for wife. Knocked off raft. Run from stickman. Flashback to school pool. Blake hate pools. Blake run through bad sprinkler system. Blake back. Blake go into big mine building. Jump scared by Jam Man. Back to school. Blake back. Blake run from mud and stick people. Blake back to school. Blake hate libraries, especially libraries with squid priest men. Blake follow Jess. Jump scare but Blake back. Back to school. Blake run from Barry Allen squid priest men. Blake go out window. Blake back. Blake land in pit full of naked people. Blake call lift. Blake run from lift men. Blake go back in lift. Blake fall into mines. Blake run into licky woman. Blake find wife. Flashback to scary uncomfortable priest who was really fast squid man all along. Blake back. Blake escape with wife. Blake chased by Marta. Blake escape. Blake wife give birth and die. Blake hold ghost baby and fat man tells him to kill it. Sun goes boom. Are we all caught up? Fantastic. On a serious note, the story on this game is so all over the place, I had to watch at least 2 story explained videos and beat the game 4 separate times before I started piecing anything together. And with that, the most fun part of the entire endeavour was over. With the blind playthrough over, I was 11 achievements deep with 9 story related achievements and 2 miscellaneous under my belt. It was time to officially begin 100%ing the game, and we had a collectible run to do with some more miscellaneous achievements to get. We all know what collectibles are, and Outlast 2s are no different. My second playthrough was a speed run through to grab 55 documents and 50 recordings, totaling 105 collectibles. The Ordination and Apostle Paul achievements were mine, with this playthrough also unlocking the Prophet An ass hell achievement? Ass a hell? Ass hell? Whatever it is. Off stream I completed the miscellaneous achievements of crawl for 500 meters, hold your breath underwater for 10 minutes, use the microphone for 20 minutes, and use 10 bandages in a single playthrough. With the latter achievement, I had to physically go out of my way to make Blake stand in fires to get even close to using 10 bandages in a single playthrough, because I would have never gotten this normally. Time to get rid of that camera and get into the Messiah room. The first hour of this game is an absolute shit show, so let's get this started. Christening of the run. Here is anything, so she'll come down. We spin around and go through this window. When we go back out through the window, safe. Hopefully this cool montage is showing you how intense the first 40 minutes of this game is. Either that or you're lost. The worst part of the first half of the game? Here we go. I don't know where she is. Oh. Okay, we're fine. Because after now, it's Nick and Lynn. Not yet. It isn't. Marta time. And just like that, chapter 1 is complete. We won't be seeing Marta for a while. Second hardest bit of the game, everybody lock in. After Blake takes a strangely unsurvivable tumble and survives, we're hanging out, get it? But we aren't out of the woods yet. This area presented a new threat. One large and one smaller piggybacking threat, Nick and fucking Laird. This chapter would prove to be a pain in the arse due to its random AI pathing in certain areas. It seemed on Insane the AIs would act completely different to Nightmare, meaning I had to think on the fly. Okay, so this is another awful bit. Ease up, Smooth. We got this. Quick trip through Syphilis Village. See ya. Get ready, Smooth. He'll spawn at that tent here. We just go. He'll hit us anyway. Light work. Time for a brief school trip and, Blake gets crucified. And there is a guy asleep at the campfire, and if you don't crouch past the campfire, he wakes up and kills you. So we have to grab this. Wrap him up, Blake. Let's get going. Gonna wait for him to look over there. Should look over there. He should start going over there soon. Probably give us a once over. He did. Let's bounce. Now Nick and Led are gonna come out over there. We need to hide under this water. Blake, don't fart. Halfway point, boys. If you're wondering why I haven't really showed the school yet, it's because it only gets good now. Tom! Get a fucking move on, Blake. Right then. This sequence of events in the game is by far the worst. Nick and Laird are hot on our arse. But with that door locked, we should be fine. Oh, fucked it. Oh my god. Oh. Jesus, that was close. That was not supposed to happen. We got lucky. Unfortunately, it's time for another tense area. But if I'd have been killed by that, been livid. Should hit on the tree. Keep going. Gotcha. If you hang around long enough, this guy will attack you. Should hit the tree in front of us. Okay, go. Oh. With our little duck hunt over, Blake had to fight off his fans.
We have you.
Nap time. Right, so we got one more ropey bit. Here we go. We go hard left. You see him there? Round the tree. Hard right. Over the tree. A quick field sprint and a nervous jump later, we had to grab a rope. Once we had that rope, we were home free. No, he's over there. Okay.
Thanks.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, indeed. Stick to the script next time, Smooth, and just grab the rope without panicking. Our first run over. But we'll be back. And we'll get this done. Not even 10 minutes later, and we're back at it. Time to get back where we were. Let's move. It's quite normal. Oh, that's fine. We made it. Hands.
Jesus.
Oh, who makes that noise? When we celebrate? What do you mean, look? After a cheeky crucifixion, a quick wrap around the hands, and an underwater trip later, we were back at the scary part. Oh! Jesus! Blake, just get in it. Run through the woods, wait in the cabin, a little shimmy, a nice tranquil duck hunt. Oh. Followed by a rushed burial and a field dash, we were back to the dreaded rope area. Okay, our stamina back. See, we were chased up that time, so definitely expecting someone to be there this time. Okay.
Thanks.
Let's do this. Oh! There's never been anyone there! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Go, 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 go. We had made it. The rope area was conquered. Enemies in that area are completely random on where they spawn and how many there are in one time. Through repeated practice I had my route, and even to my own surprise, I smashed it. Now unfortunately, this chapter involves a raft, and all you do for 15 minutes is raft down a stream. Falling off it once just to make sure you're still awake. And whilst I was going through the cutscene of like the raft, but then you're back to rafting straight afterwards. Oh, right. As we fall off the raft for a second time, we're chased by heretics into a school section. So I think they're all still there. Whoa. The school sections through this chapter are particularly terrifying as the squid demon man has realised that he has legs and he can run very fast, so we have to have full stamina before any school chases from here on out, otherwise we would risk our run. If you run out of stamina here, he will catch you. Stop by the door. Their first two games, they were terrible, so As we get deeper into the mining building, the school sections were coming thick and fast. Yeah, I couldn't do the space one at all. Or... First we had to sprint away from the changing rooms. Here he is. Okay, we're okay now. Welcome to the scariest part of the entire thing. Once we were back, we had an absolute arse clencher of a chase through the mining building. Come on, Blake. 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 Don't you dare give up. Don't you dare give up. Don't you fucking dare give up. Don't you dare give up, Blake. Don't you dare give up. Oh! A window hop later and we had the library. The demon squid gets a little close for comfort here, but we breeze past him. After another short chase and a jump scare, we're back in the real world. We awoke in a safe room, but once we're over this wall, we're on a timer, and I had to navigate the building with heretics piling in above me. Once I grabbed this table, they would drop in after a few seconds. As soon as we get this table over to the door, they should drop in. That's how close the timing is. But once we were over this wall, we were safe. Welcome to Usain Bolt's trial. Back to it in the school, and we had another arse clencher. A race to the school bathroom against the fastest man alive. Oh my god. Come on, Blake. Come on, Blake. Come on, Blake. Come on, Blake. Come on. We can do this. Bathroom door open. Bathroom door closed. Once we were in a cubicle, we were safe though. I do this crawl just to be extra safe. I don't know if the monster spawns in that bathroom, but I'm not waiting. You saw how fucking fast that guy was. We were back, and on the home straight. Jump to the next platform and shimmy on the ledge. No. Seriously, Outlast? Seriously? Whatever reason you've got, I don't care. That was bullshit. Blake's foot is on that ledge. How the hell did he fall through that? Fuck it. Reload it. Skip the montage. Let's just get straight back there. No, I said back to the mining facility. Why are we here? What? No. No, you can't be real. Save our breath a second. As soon as we go near it again, she's going to come through. Oh, what? Oh, shit. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I wasn't paying attention, and I panicked, and missed my opportunity to use the hole in the fence, and Marta caught me and stuck that axe right through my bollocks. I was beginning to lose hope. Could I beat Outlast? Was it even worth trying anymore? You know what? Fuck it.
No. We need a truce. All I want is to be back in charge. Besides, who would you be without me, Prime? Time to find out.
I wasn't at all salty about my last run. She'll appear. Fucking bitch. With our trusty window method, we were gone. Oh, I flipping hate this woman. From his fundament to his chaps. Back we were, and I was brimming with confidence. Terrified. Absolutely terrified. There we go. Listen to me. Marta broke for a second here and couldn't find me. But that victory was short-lived. Okay, go. Go, 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 go. Come on, Blake. Come on, Blake. Oh, she's done it again. Oh! My heart rate was through the roof. With one big push, I was forced to make the jump. Come on, Blake, come on, Blake, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's not close enough, is it? Oh! It's fine. Oh my fucking god. I had made it, and I was never in doubt. I'm gonna go and pee again, because I almost peed my pants. We still had a long journey ahead of us. I also had to make sure my Twitch chat was still focused. Oh no, she got me! No, I'm kidding. They have so much syphilis, like they must have re-syphilised when they got here. Sometimes I think I really could have been a doctor. Back to my favourite part. I was ready. This is arguably the worst 15 minutes of the whole thing. So, let's do it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on. Perfectly executed. I had to keep focused. A second of slip up during the duck hunt would result in an arrow to the head. Oh. The scripted one. There you go. Get behind the rock. One final dash, one QTE, and a cutscene later, we were back at the horrible jump. With the horrible jump done, I have no words to describe this next bit, so I'll just let it play out for you. Okay, he's by the fire. That is super unlucky, by the way. We don't want to waste sprint. And we don't want to hang around. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm afraid, friends. This might be it unless I can get this off. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That bandage was high risk, high reward, but we had to get that off, otherwise he's going to kill us with every arrow he fires. Don't play any of the Silent Hills? Play the second one. It's very good. We never give up. Just like that, Nick and Laird were gone, and I was remaining professional. Oh, fuck those guys. Oh. Next up was a chapter I welcomed with open arms. A nice rafting section. Personally, this lake is the scariest part of the game, but that's because of my irrational fears. Only for Messiah I find this nice and cool, because it's like a breather. Get me out of the water, please. Thank you. Oh, I've never got to him running before. Smiltka is good at this place. Look, there he is, waving goodbye. He's saying, good luck, Blake. Good luck, have a good time. Okay, here we go. Well, it has to end at some point. Let's get into the mine. Welcome everyone to the most tense 40 minutes. Wait for the door, and let's run for it. Come on, Blake. Don't give in now, please. Okay. This is a 6-chat filth. Ankle breaker kind of thing. We can't hang around because we are still being chased. Okay. He will despawn. We are looking for a table with a battery on it. There it is. Turn around. We go back. I don't have time to read. Step aside, demon boy. Oh, well, hello again. Run, Blake, run! And he is always in the bathroom whenever you get here. Easy now, Smooth. Blake needs an extra helping hand onto this ledge. There we go. If you get stressed very easily, I would advise not watching this chase. Time for a fall into the pit. Blake seemed to enjoy slowly crawling here. Blake, please, 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 please. Please, Blake, go. Go, 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 go. What happened to my camera? Now time for a sprint. Strap in, call the elevator and get ready to run. This is the slowest I've ever seen Blake run through here. See him coming down. As soon as you land here, you get a second wind. And Blake pushes through the pain because he's a fucking trooper. Okay. We made it. Entering the final chapter of the game. A chapter I practiced so many times that I had every area down to a T. But we should be alright. Okay. Okay, everybody. Welcome to the worst part of the entire game. Everyone's favourite part, with a naked man dropping in. All we had to do was wait for him to walk down a corridor, and then we were going straight down the hall. What's going to happen is there's going to be a recording trigger here, where you can record the walls of people. And 2 steps after that recording trigger, you trigger an enemy who is down there to come bombing after you. He is just as fast as Blake, if not faster. Okay, he should stop. Now we're gonna lure him back out again to the top door, and we're gonna lock it behind us. No. 1, 2, 3. Well, I didn't make it easy, but I like a challenge. Oh, it's the woman from earlier. What's her name again? Fuck AI to my Twitter job. Automod fuming. We flick this off. With a nice relaxing patrol area, we had 2 switches off and an easy jump to make. Not today. Up next was a tight space chase with, what's her name? You know, her. Can use her torch to light this bit, I think. Yeah. We'll have a fork in the road coming up. We go right, she'll go left. You can get stuck down here easily, as I do, but I've survived here every time regardless. We are bombing it to the right. We are balancing on these beams. We're going to drop down. A nice cave stroll and one massive orgy later, we were back in the worst school flashback of them all. It looks very close, doesn't it?
Did I interrupt something between you two?
But Blake, let's go get your wife. As you can see, hopefully those guys are fast, but not super fast. Generators. That is awful. Wife secured. Taking shelter in this basement, our old pal Marta showed up. Either fled from the mine or escaped. And those guys are coming. All I had to do was not mess this up. Come on, Blake. 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 Come on. Oh, shit. Yes! We fucking done it, boys! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you! We fucking did it, boys! Oh. 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 Lynn didn't make it.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Mission failed. But we had made it to the promised lands. Oh my god. One thing I can say is, the choir music at the end of this game hits different after an insane run.
The light has gone away. Stay here, listen while I pray, begging thee to watch and keep, and send me quietly to sleep. Watchful Savior, wash away all I've been wrong today.
Yeah, I think Blake's just
Help
dead
me
now.
every day to be
Because the
gentle,
baby doesn't exist,
gentle,
and he has to
while
walk
I
out of the
sleep.
desert after all that. Come on. There's one. Come on. There it is. There it is indeed, Smooth. We fucking did it. Howdy friends, just before this video ends, I just want to say thank you for watching, if you made it this far. This was my first attempt at a YouTube video, so I'm hoping it wasn't too bad. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.